Hello YouTube, I'm David with the David West channel. Here's the pole saw that we made a couple videos back. And then in our last video, I took some of this Kudzu cordage and fire rolled it in cotton, but I am not done with it yet. Let's see if we can take this pole and turn it into a bow drill set. I'm not sure what kind of wood that is, but it doesn't really matter. We're breaking the number one rule though when you look for materials for bow drill. Do not use materials that still has the bark on it because it will be harboring moisture. But we'll be able to use the drying cycles on it, the drying cycles technique, where you use friction to dry out the working surfaces and then go for the ember. I'll show you. Not gonna stay lit. I need a straight part off of here. It's pretty straight right here. And I like about a 10-inch spindle. And here's going to be our fireboard. All right, let's do the fireboard. You want to find where the wood sits the flattest and go ahead and put your flats right there. Just like that, we have a fireboard. Let's try to make that spindle about 3/4 of an inch in diameter. It's about a 3/4 inch square. Let's make it round now. turned out pretty good. There is a ton of moisture in this spindle, in this whole set. All right, for the bearing block end, I'm going to come down 1.5 inches, bring it to a point, and when this point is on center line with the rest of the shaft of the spindle, I'll turn it 90 degrees and make sure that the point still lines up on center line. And then on the hot end, I'm just going to come down 1/4 inch, facets all the way around, come up 1/8, facets all the way around, come up 1/16, facets all the way around. Still got a little squareness to it, but it'll be all right like that. Let's go try it out. I will save all these wet shavings. Because they will dry out someday and they will burn nicely, won't they? See the moisture coming out of that? That's what our set is made out of. I got to go take the clothes out of the dryer. You can watch that fire burn till I get back. Well, I ran out of power, so we let it be drying out for a couple of hours before I can get back out here. It'll help it. To be continued. Well, it's only been an hour. I could have let it dry another hour. My phone is now, or my camera is now up to 90% charged. Let's go ahead and try it out. It actually feels drier, but it can't dry through and through in just an hour. Even like if you're kiln drying something, it still takes weeks to dry it out, but it does feel better. All right, drying cycles I've shown you many times before. Please visit that playlist. I'll have it in the description and at the end of this video. And you're simply going to heat the set up until it starts producing steam. Stop and let that steam escape. And just repeat, repeat, repeat until you see that you're finally making some dark dust, and then you're ready to go for the ember. So let's start drying it out. You've heard me talk about the ants that climb up my legs when I'm doing this. I hope you could see that. I'll have to tighten up my bowstring too. Let's go ahead and get my first steam rolling. And we'll continue on. The dust is brown, but it really needs to sort of be black. So we'll continue on. There's no rush on this process. Now that dust is black, So I'll go ahead and cut my notch now. I like a nice wide square point notch. I think that it helps the steam escape. Let me tap on the screen, get my focus back. I will put my point back on. I'll leave the fire hardened tip on there though. Alright. Now possibly some more moisture has migrated back into the mating surfaces, but I'm still going for an ember, and if it doesn't make an ember, that's just that much more steam that we've let out of it. When it's squeaking like that, you have to bear down harder because it's starting to glaze. You want to protect it from the wind, because that wind will use it up. You want it to sit there and cook, which we call coalesce. That dust pile come together and get tighter and tighter, and you end up with a durable ember. When the wind is blowing this hard on it though, it uses it up and never allows it to coalesce. Did a beautiful job, didn't it? As much moisture as was in it. You want to practice with the drying cycles technique. It is a great way to dry out your bow drill sets, and I've dried out hand drill sets with it also. All right, y'all, do me a favor before you leave my channel. Please subscribe, hit the notification bell, and in that drop-down list, select all, and do give the video a like. I appreciate you joining me on this one. We'll catch you on the next one.